Halo semuanya, Saga Senja di sini. Kembali lagi kita kepada game yang berjudul Twin Mirror. Sebelumnya Sam sudah kembali ke Basswood dan bertemu dengan Bug, anak angkatnya. Dan kita sekarang sedang membantu Bug untuk mencari tahu alasan dari kehilangan nyawanya ayahnya yang dianggap abnormal atau janggal oleh anaknya sendiri. Apa yang mau kita cari di sini?
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Oke. Jadi kita mencari petunjuk terlebih dahulu. Oh, security desk. Oh, explosive.
I remember seeing this before. A long time ago.
Where? Soda cans. Oh, mungkin ada beberapa yang nggak bisa diambil. Family photo. Ethan.
Ethan and his parents.
Dan
I'm guessing
keluarganya.
that's his sister. He always thought they'd run the bar together.
Oke. Ethan's
I
accounts.
doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt.
Oke, dia berarti nggak mencurigai Ethan. Figure out what happened last night. Oke. Uh, bartender. Lebih suka mendengarkan daripada berbicara. Ethan bought a bottle of exotic alcohol. Oh, exotic, aku kira explosive. When he took over the bar. Oh, okay. There was a big celebration at the coal miners' haven at the day Ethan took over. He worked there for many years as a bartender and now he owned it. It was a classic American success story, not often seen in Basswood. Men achieve modest dreams through hard work. The bar was packed that night. The whole of Basswood came out to celebrate. Everybody except Celeste, Ethan's little sister. She never showed. Ethan waited for her all night. He planned to share some of that grog with her. It was hardly champagne, but it was the first bottle he bought as the new owner. He saved it for just the two of them, but it was still there on the shelf the next morning, unopened. Christina from the cafe said that she saw Ethan and Celeste have a fight the next day. They used to be two peas in a pod as children, she said, shaking her head. Isn't it strange you never got to meet Celeste in all the years you were a regular at the Miners' Haven? It looks like Ethan has kept the bottle after all these years, perhaps to remember the proudest day of his life. Or maybe he's waiting for the time when him and his sister will laugh and celebrate together again. Okay, Ethan Morrow. Joel Lopez. All the miners in Basswood lost their jobs when the miners closed. I know better than to provoke them. Okay. Let me get in. Ta-da!
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened.
Sorry, Ethan, for breaking up this room. Spill glass.
I ended up drinking alone.
Yep.
So who brought that second glass?
Terakhir kan kita sama bosnya ya. Baseball bat. Mop. Pel. Kaca yang pecah.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
And I I see some blood. Sam? There's a blood, Sam. Sam? Sam?
Oh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick. These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them?
Yeah, there's a blood. There's a blood, Sam. There's a blood.
What knocked this clock off the pillar?
It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
Enough, I guess. Udah kan ya? Ini. Oh, udah.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for.
Oh. Joel's cap.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
Pac-Man-nya aktif. Bentar.
Chasing and being chased by ghosts.
Oh iya, aku baru nyadar. There's a blood.
The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. The flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt.
Oh,
DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through. At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities,
okay.
until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways.
I have to think it through. Find out what really happened.
My memory ends here, but there's two glasses. Who was here with me? I was drinking on my own when someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously.
I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it. Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
Dennis? Ya, towards the pillar. Terus ini on the stage. Ini kan udah sampai di sini nih. Apa lagi nih clue-nya? Towards the pillar, bener. Terus? Ya harusnya sampai di sini sih. Haruskah aku kembali lagi ke sini? Oh iya, Dennis.
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
Ya soalnya kan ininya ya, apa namanya, gelangnya.
I have the complete picture now.
Hah. Lah, kok tiba-tiba ada minuman? Oh, cutscene.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an
Fuck
audience.
off, Dennis.
Oh,
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah,
wow.
you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex.
Ooh,
Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing.
wow.
You don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
Hmm?
I'll show you. Not here. Meet me later at
Ethan?
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
Karena kan kita udah, apa ya, udah mengacau lah di bar tempat si Ethan. Jadi kalau kita masih stay itu takutnya malah bikin suasana makin kacau. Ditanyain lagi sama Ethan, lah kamu ngapain kesini gitu. Terus kita kan katanya mau ketemu sama Ena kan?
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus.
You tried Dennis's cell phone, no answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna.
Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear.
Just remember she's expecting you. She's extending the olive branch. Don't drop it.
Ya kan? Oops. Sorry. Wait.
Time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone saw Dennis.
Yang paling deket dulu. Nah, akhirnya bisa lari. Pak,
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist. What you just...
I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see
Hello.
that. Some people you just can't reason with.
I agree.
Speaking of, you're still in town.
Langsung aja to the
You
point.
haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night.
Wow.
I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
Udah lah.
I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
So, the graffiti. Aku tertarik sama grafitinya. Oh,
You know you're in Basswood when even the graffiti's about miners.
Oh.
A perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
Hai.
Yo, get out the way.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Asshole.
That's enough.
Mulutmu.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them.
Hai, Hugh. Hai.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had.
Oh.
Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
A blackout.
Honestly, I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not, after your barroom brawl. I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
Oke.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
How?
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
Oke. My mother says that.
My mom used to say that all the time. Now she only says it a lot.
Sounds like a wise woman. Listen to her advice. Now you have a good one, young man.
Thank
Was
you.
there anything else you needed, by the way?
Why move to Basswood?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it.
Oh.
You'd make sales, but you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town.
Oke.
Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
What is it?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I
Okay.
really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work.
Thank you
Do
so much,
come
Bill.
see me again.
Tara, can I talk to you?
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your condition?
I have a condition.
Talking
yeah,
to
the one that
yourself?
makes you the way you're always so you. It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood. I'm trying to find
Why not ask the pharmacist?
and let him know I might have something like that. Ew, he's basically a stranger.
Look, have you seen Dennis?
I saw him yesterday. We exchanged pleasantries. At the wake? Oh, I saw you too.
Yep.
Given his condition yesterday, he might have come in here. You walloped him. Why not ask the pharmacist?
I did.
I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to
Dibalikin
get.
dong kalimat kita tadi.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Was it?
I'm sorry, Tara. But you're talking too much.
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Ah. Wait, did I lose the guy?
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago, and Kathy still keeps it with her.
Kathy?
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Ini dulu. Have you seen Dennis?
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry I missed that. You could both use the thumping. But I left early to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I...
I just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs.
Oh,
Sneaking around and getting into trouble.
well, I'm sorry.
Now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her.
Well,
She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
okay.
No one in here was much help.
Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. Hi, John. Hey, Buck, John.
Now doesn't seem like the best time to bother her.
Yeah, but I want to talk to her. I want to ask her.
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Oh, that's good drawing.
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
I've been preoccupied.
Sorry, Bug. Other things have been getting in the way.
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying things like that. Sorry. I know you're trying. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't... I don't know. I don't see this place. Or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
I'm listening, Buck.
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
Ya harus aku juga dengerin Tara sih. But
I got
I'm sorry,
grown-up
Tara.
stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
It's tough seeing her like this. Seems she got older by 6 years in just 2.
I'll be fine. Just waiting for my mom's shift to end.
Sorry. Joe. Hi, Joe.
Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock. A statue honoring miners. Pretty meaningless now.
There's a church. Hi, Joe. Can I talk to you?
Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday.
And I messed up?
Boys give you trouble?
Ooh, well, maybe a little.
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table.
I
Don't
think
let
Joe
that
is a
weigh on
kind
you.
person.
No one else has lost their legs recently.
How have you
So,
been?
how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
Oke, that's okay. Jangan tanya deh.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best.
Oke. Oh iya, ketemu sama Anna. Let's go. Cafe Americano. Hai Anna.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just
Eh,
a dead horse we all
kok nggak bisa masuk?
kicking.
Nah,
Why do we even bother? Looks like a ghost town. Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you?
hi.
Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
Of course. They're not doddering.
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Hi Christina. Are you used to play with Yon? Aw,
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The
Francis?
super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about tardigrade man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
Entomologist?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
I think Christina is a good
So,
girl. Is a good woman.
Can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
You promise? Don't break
I
it.
promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think
Whoa.
you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it.
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
And you break it.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a
You
young
cannot-
age.
You can skip the
What
conversation.
a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to
Listen aja lah, udah nggak
criticize or
apa-apa.
anything, but These last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yep, I fully agree.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time. Ah, but look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Yep,
Have you seen Dennis today?
yes.
Dennis. No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday mornings.
It's Sunday
Like
today?
how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. You three
Oh.
always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
Slowly decomposing.
It's been, well, you know cruise control? I've been on cruise control.
You might
So
miss it once
decomposing.
it's gone. Life rarely lets you coast for long. You look well.
I've been better. Hungover this morning.
You know what's good for that? Coffee.
I know, Christina. Not right now. I gotta go. Anna's here. I should talk to her.
Before that, decline. Missing, not a word. I have lost a book by the title of The Grinding Gears. Yon is a sixth book in the Great Man series. If I'm please leave with Christina, she will let me know. Thank you.
Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much.
Cupcake contest.
Christina, always bringing positivity.
I believe she's a nice guy. She's a nice woman. Oh, come on, dude.
Not very inspired.
Anything else? Tunggu bentar ya, Ana.
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
Oh. Hawaii keychain. A copy keychain with the decline's name on it. Cops in Basswood don't go in for trouble. Si polisi itu ya? Do you think Declan chose his career path by watching all westerns? Maybe he sees Basswood as his own personal Wild West? My best armchair psychology says this was a gift from his fellow officers, or maybe even his boss, Sheriff Mitchell. There's something to be said for the simple conflict between good and evil. Black hat versus white hat. At least Declan knows which side he's on. Wow, ada 1, 2, 3, 4 orang lagi. Hi Joe. Joe is Anna's father and a former miner. It was Joe's accident that led me to write about the mines, and yet he doesn't hold a grudge for that, or for letting his daughter down. Part of me likes to believe he sees me as a good man. The other part knows the contempt is just hidden deep. Back in the day, Miners' Day was a real deal. Miners' Day used to be a big family day outing in Basswood. Your dad will take you to see the town center. You have to sit on his shoulders to see the marching bands or the musicians on their stand. There was cotton candy and a donut machine in front of the old hotel, balloons and pinwheels and sticky fingers and laughter everywhere. In the evening, the lookout point will be littered with the teenagers making out. Miners' Day was the glue that held the town together. It ran in people's blood, even in yours. It's what makes Joe still come here, staring at the minor statue for hours on end. It allows him to see the proud community Basswood was, standing tall in the Appalachian Mountains, instead of down on its luck town became. Once a mining town, always a mining town, they say. Okay, yawn. Why do I see so much of myself in that kid? Questioning, relentless, lonely. I wish I could prove it to her that she is wrong about everything. Her dad. Basswood, her life being a dead end. If only. Kathy. It was a Mother's Day gift. Kathy's kept it all these years, even though the colors have faded and her old boss grumbled that clutter didn't belong in a pharmacy. Even Jan says she will be upset to see it go. But Kathy will never throw it away. It's been there so long. It's taken on a life on its own. Soon, Jan will do that too, take on a life of her own. But that glass jar will stay with Kathy, with the candle inside that's never been lit and probably never will be. Hi, Dennis. Dennis behaved like a total bleh last night, slagging off both Nick and Anna to me. How badly did I hurt him? Phew, he has a strong opinion on my article, firmly believes it was a good thing, maybe the only one in town. No coincidence he didn't grow up here. Christina owns Cafe Americano just across the street from my old office. Anna, Nick, and I used to be regulars. Christina knows everyone in town. She's the gossip hub of Basswood. Serves great coffee with a laughter that can be heard all the way across Basswood. At least it was like that in the olden days. Christina was generally kind to me. A sentimental old woman might be the only person in Basswood who doesn't hate me. Ya kan? Dah aku perkirakan dia orang baik. Anna, sorry for the wait.
Sam! Glad you came.
Of course. I said I would.
I can still be glad about it. So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
I barely remember
I
it.
was so wasted at that point, it's all just a big, heavy blur.
Yeah. After saying I didn't want to drink, I went home and drank. Long night.
Yeah, sounds about right. We all deal with stress in our own ways. I apparently hit Dennis. Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in. She might slow me down, or try to involve the cops. She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help.
Tapi dia aja udah nolak kita loh, jadi aku sorry. Dia udah nolak kita. So I better hide it.
I just want to apologize to him for what happened yesterday.
Well, he's probably working at the Basswood Jungle. He's there most weekends.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll check that out.
We're not gonna have coffee? Okay. Bye then.
Not anymore, Anna. I'm so sorry. You rejecting me and then you play with Nick. Dennis nggak sepenuhnya salah in my opinion ya ngatain hal itu gitu. Your best friend slept with your girl. Yeah, Joy's not there anymore. Oh. Yuk minta tolong untuk ngomong sama kamu, Walter.
Samuel, my young soul, are you still haunting this pallid town?
I'm leaving as soon as I can.
I'm not gonna stay a moment longer than I have to, Walter. Trust me.
Oh, I trust you. Don't rush off on my account. It's nice having you.
It just hasn't been a very good visit.
You know, I'm glad I ran into you. If I may bend your ear for a moment. I've been thinking lately about age, life, the turn of the clock. No one gets sharper with age. When do you think it's time to hang up the saddle?
Before you get too old.
When you're still young enough to enjoy no longer needing the ride.
It's good advice. Good advice. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for your ear, but soon I must abscond. Sunday lunch with Mother is sacred. Call on me anytime, young Samuel. Anytime.
Thank you. By the way,
I've got a lot to think about, my boy. A lot to think about.
ya nggak bisa dong. Sorry Hugh. Hi. Basswood jungle. Oh, there is. Second floor.
Locked.
Hmm.
I should check the back.
My. Look what we got here. Is that Sam Higgs? Trying to get back in the newspaper game? I thought you got the message last night. Of course, it was hard to tell. Considering you let Declan do your talking for you.
Look, fellas.
You know, Basswood can be a dangerous place.
Well, so maybe consider just getting before something bad happened to you.
Trust me, I'll be out of here as soon as I can.
Good.
Declan's right down the street.
Watch yourself while you're in Basswood, because we'll be watching you.
Cie, perhatian. You better watch your hair, mister. It's no longer there. Nggak bisa masuk dong. Kalau di sini? Basswood Jungle.
Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it. Where is Dennis? He should be in here.
Used to be. Wait! Dennis! No way!
Dennis! Dennis. What happened? Who?
Stop. So we're being
Oh, I got blood
accused?
on me?
No. No, Sam. I think you're being accused. Kayaknya karena kita bikin banyak orang gak suka gitu loh. Oh.
You can do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem. Sam, no, don't think. Focus on me, Sam. Dennis, keep going. You got this. Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it. This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Sam, keep it together. You can solve this.
Sam, fokus.
Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you.
Ya. Nah, kok nggak bisa? Nah,
Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? Some IT documents. Nothing useful. Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful. The chair is pretty far away from the desk. But I don't think that's important. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. His gun is gone. He had it earlier. Where did it go? The shooter used Dennis's gun, but I didn't have it this morning. And how did I get the blood on me? The blood has been disturbed. By what? The blood pooled where Dennis fell, so the body was moved. If I moved it, that's how the blood got on my shirt.
Is that it?
Complete picture now.
Ih, berasa banget paniknya. Kayaknya nggak mungkin kita deh, karena kan kita udah tahu ya dia membawa itu. Ya kan, bukan kita.
Seems like a good place to start.
Draft to Mary Gardner and Frank Gardner. Going to be home very late tonight. Sorry, I need to make an hour to understand how the world really works. I won't be up to make breakfast, but there's some waffles in the freezer and should be some blah 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 blah. Okay.
Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly. They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings. Smart. Someone was watching.
Okay.
Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out.
Hey Walt, sorry to disappoint, but I've decided to drop the story. It turned out I got a dead end after all. Better luck next time, I hope. Nick Waldron. March. Object curiosity. Dear Nicholas, I hope you had a pleasant trip. You mentioned last week that you were on the brink of a big story. Things on our side have been rather lackluster, I'm afraid. I was hoping maybe you would like to share with this old owl that you have up sleeve. Okay.
The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead. I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office and check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on. Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around. Walter always treated us like family. Might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Hopefully his password reminder isn't some esoteric book reference. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place. There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place. Walter was never tech savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office. His granddad rock a thing? If so, Walter and Anna are both into it. Good for Walter that Judith is doing all right. She means the world to him. So much so that she could be his password.
Anna.
That was just after Anna came on. And we really were a small clan. He loves all his first editions, but Alice in Wonderland always came out on top. Wouldn't be surprised if that was his password. So strange how calm it is out there when... well, this happened.
Oh.
Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password.
Coba ya. Hatiku bilang Basswood sih.
And I'm in. Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter.
Inbox dulu deh. I wanted to extend my greatest thanks again to your help. You are a scholar and saint. It looks like I was worried unnecessarily regardless. Thank you for putting my mind's ideas, Walter Dodson. Here's the report on Nick's crash. You haven't asked for one on this in a while. Nothing all that interesting in here. Just another sad day by the roadside. West Virginia roads take me more good sons than guns do. Mitchell.
Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried.
Car found against a tree surrounded by debris. Fire started at or after impact and burned out with Nicholas Boulder in the driver's seat. Skid marks and other traces suggest the driver was startled by an animal and exited the road at high speed. Driver most likely inebriated in some form.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive without his seatbelt on. And he always kept his window open.
Airbags deployed, seatbelt was not on, windows were rolled up, driver probably drunk and forgot the belt. Oh, itu yang dibilang sama Sam tadi. The fire burned out a small area around the car but did not spread. Unknown of if driver was alive at the time of crash, but if so, did not survive the fire. Blunt force trauma, smoke inhalations, or burns are all possible causes of death.
The car really burned.
Oh,
though that's very uncommon in most crashes.
Yeah. Kayak disengaja.
So, Walter got the police report from Bess. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him. And his seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do. I think it's time I check Nick's office. Hope he still leaves his notes out.
Di sini.
Nick's computer is missing. Took it home to work or stolen? The only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them. Weird. Nick was always more a fan of beer than working late.
I left you some pepperoni rolls in the fridge. Don't work too late. Next time it's your turn. A. Anna.
Nick, Anna, and me.
Bentar. Put down dulu deh.
I don't need everyone staring at me. Valid question. Still not sure. They don't even work here anymore. Someone should really clean up this board.
Oh.
Nick's handwriting. Always paranoid about forgetting things. If I had the code, I could get in here. only thing she cared about then was looking at bugs and drawing them.
Udah.
What were the odds? Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation? Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. What was he looking for?
Unemployment skyrocketed after the mine closed, very normal. Flat turnout in the last year or so on the rebound. Numbers looking good. Trend or outlier, need more data points.
Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something, or someone.
To Florida.
Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big.
Di itu Chigai, but may have something useful. Okay.
What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in? Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately. Dennis tried to talk to me about Nick, and that's what got him killed. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know.
Yep.
Changed decade-long habits? I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening? Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna,
Is
listen to me. Anna, I did not kill Dennis.
Oh my God, no. It's... How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Person? Sam, you were clearly hiding something when we talked at the cafe. Was it this?
Anna, I didn't kill Dennis. I promise.
Of course, I know that. It's the only reason I'm not running for my life, but... Why haven't you said anything? At least to me. I wish you trusted me. This... It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family.
What?
They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point. Someone is gonna find him eventually. Involving the police would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own. Efficient and possibly friendless. You already decided not to trust Anna about the shirt back at Christina's. If you don't listen to her now, what will she think of you?
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Anna, no. They'll want to interrogate me, and we'll never find out who did this.
What's wrong with you? How could you be so cold?
We can't make him not dead. What we do now will decide if we can find out what really happened. Trust me.
I'm not comfortable with this. But if you insist, we'll just leave him.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
Yeah.
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
I'm not going with you.
Why not?
Because you don't trust me. You think I didn't already notice back at the cafe? I can't follow you blindly.
I see, that's fair. I'll keep you in the loop if I find anything.
All right. Be careful.
I'm trying.
You're sure you want to do this?
Yes.
Dennis was murdered, and the report on Nick's crash doesn't sit right with me. I need to know what really happened to Nick. Suit yourself. Just be careful.
I'm trying. Whoops. But first
This
I'm
is
trying
the
not
place.
to crash myself.
Nick, I'll get to the bottom of this. First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened. The car went up like kindling. It was pretty intense, judging the damages to the area. The bark got badly burned. Must be where Nick crashed. Debris from Nick's car. The police didn't clean up very well. Two of the road signs were torn out. Did Nick's car do that? The fire shouldn't have been able to spread that far. That piece of wood must be from one of the damaged road signs. The tire tracks clearly show where Nick's car went off the road. No skid marks, no trace of sudden braking.
Ah.
Maybe Nick tried to avoid this log. It's a bit far from the road. An animal came through here. Maybe that's what surprised Nick. But the tracks don't reach the road.
Oh,
A fuel stain. From Nick's car? Was it leaking fuel? Nick took this turn every day.
It shouldn't have surprised him.
Iya. Oh, udah siap kah? Sebentar.
That's
Berarti
all the
memang ada yang
information
sengaja
I
deh.
need. Time to put everything together.
Let's go.
The report states Nick was driving under the influence of alcohol. He was startled by an animal.
Oh no, the animal died.
And drove through a road sign before crashing into a tree.
Oh iya, kalau memang beneran ada animal harusnya sampai di situ bukan
Please
jauh
don't add up.
daripada posisi di mana dia kecelakaan.
I need to find out what really happened.
Oops. So he was drunk, unconscious. Hawk on fire. Nggak mungkin, soalnya kan tadi jejak binatangnya nggak sampai ke jalan. Dia cuma muter-muter doang gitu loh. Tolonglah, gimana sih cara ngeklik? Come on, dude. Nah, none. Terus gimana lagi?
The fire damaged both the car and the tree heavily.
Oh,
The road signs were damaged, 2 of them torn and burnt.
apa lagi dong?
Only one simulation fits the evidence. The police report was wrong. This shouldn't hit me so hard. I already suspected. There's a difference between suspecting and knowing. The report is wrong. This was a murder. You gonna call Anna? Tell her what you found? Is that even a good idea? She'll have to know eventually.
her later.
No, I better wait until I have actual proof. Practical as always. Look, I have her best... Anna? What's the matter?
Can you come over to the house?
What?
There's been a break-in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was with my dad, and when we arrived, everything's a mess.
I'm on my way. Not telling her right now might be for the best. Glad you agree. Long days always find ways to get longer. Make sure you're careful. Careful about how you tell Anna about what you just found out. It's a rough thing, and she was living with the guy. Things are gonna be different in there. She's different, you're different. I think I can handle this. Hopefully. Keep in mind, Sam, no matter how much you want to, you could never go home again.
Oke guys, aku rasa sampai di sini dulu. Nick dan Anna tinggal bersama, terus Dennis sepenuhnya memang orang yang blak-blakan aja, dia nggak peduli orang sakit hati apa enggak. Ya udah, apa yang mau diomongin ya dia omongin gitu. Kemudian tidak semua orang di Basswood aku rasa orang yang jahat, seperti Joe orangnya baik, orang tuanya Anna, kemudian Christina yang juga mau ngobrol dengan kita Sam. Tapi untuk Walter aku agak hati-hati ya, karena cara kebaikan dia tuh agak aneh menurut aku gitu. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.